Hello, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you, it's the right time. Just keep in mind it's a general reading and see which messages resonate for you. Hopefully bring clarity to whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, change your focus. In the end, always trust yourself that divine inner guidance is inside of you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the Jazz Age Tarot today. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ Consciousness, our higher selves, they got slippy, angels and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. What is the movement of energy? I see like an old, I don't know if it's a compass, like on a map, you know, old maps, and in the corner there's that like very detailed, very fancy, like north, south, east, west. So maybe it's about mapping new territory or finally feeling like you have the right direction. So let's pull some cards kind of in that shape. Let's do a message that your higher self wants you to know right now. What is a message to be helpful? Oh, that's a really good place to start. You got the Ace of Pentacles. So your higher self is telling you there's something coming through or right now being offered to you that is like a golden ticket. It's that beautiful seed of plenty. Plenty. I think that's a Sarah McLachlan song, that you can plant in your everyday world and attend that garden so it grows prosperity in your life. Sometimes this is having, I'm getting that you are doing something different with your financing. And I feel like because this is not, it's not like a credit card. I'm getting this as something more substantial. So maybe something you can hold physically, or maybe it is about adjusting something with how you spend with credit cards. Maybe some of you are getting your credit like back on track. Or maybe you're using that to purchase something that is very valuable to get something else going. So if some of you are starting a project and this is like the tool that you need to get that project going, when you start to put your hands and your energy into it, it's worth the investment in that tool. It could be also the investment in advertising. This could also be, I got a little ding there. So maybe it's advertising for some of you. It could also be something that can grow and get bigger. So I usually see this as if you have that dream house and maybe you don't have the financing in the beginning to buy the big dream house, but you find something that's a little smaller, a fixer-upper, and you invest wisely on the things that make it have more value. Perhaps sit on something for the appropriate amount of time for the market to change or whatnot. And then when you make that sale, and I'm getting like really reap a lot of rewards, like get a big payback or something like that, that maybe isn't right now, but maybe for some of you that is right now. Maybe I hear now is the time. So I don't know what that would ring inside of you. If you were thinking about if it's the right time or not, maybe try something now. But if this is something coming in your future, it's bringing you something bigger. So then that next purchase is either, let's say, the house you were looking for, or the next step to get to the next step. But it starts with the energy you place in something in your everyday world. That's a beautiful place to start. Let's see what you need to know to ground this beautiful opportunity. Also, this could be a position that is brand new because it's a start that some of you are doing. Maybe in the beginning, it's not exactly what you asked for as far as, like your income, but I feel like this will grow really fast. So this isn't where you're stagnant. This is where it gives you a foundation and where you can see that there can be an upswing and growth, whether that's in the money you are making or the skills you are obtaining, which could be exactly what you need to get that next job where the income is exactly what you want or better. I hope that made sense. So clarity on the Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what you need to know to ground the situation. You need to ground the situation by maybe spending some time alone, shining a wise light on yourself and on others. Notice that you have this illumination. I feel like maybe this illumination was stuck on looking at one particular wall. Usually the Hermit has has that lantern they walk around with. In this particular Hermit card, it's kind of stuck at the corner. So that light might go on and off, daytime, nighttime, but there's only one little portion of the street that it's ever illuminating. What changes is what walks around. So maybe it's shining a light on different people, different things that are moving and not necessarily the space. But this is a beautiful card of healing as well. This is where you can receive information, but you are going to your own meditative state to gain the wisdom you need. So when you walk back out of the cave or the lights come on, you're walking around with your own beautiful, shiny, spiritual light to see inside. I'm getting see the depth or see the truth or see the bull, inside of others. I feel like you're shining that spiritual light on all the different people. I'm getting people, and I don't know why, because there are no people in this. So maybe if some of you deal with a lot of people, it's giving yourself appropriate space away to think clearly. It's also if you have no people around you and you have no one to ever go back and forth with that wisdom you're gaining or you have inside of you, there's no way for that light to sort of illuminate back and forth with someone else or to travel farther because it's self-contained. So eventually the Hermit does have to leave the cave. But I am getting that if you saw maybe part of the writing on the wall, you saw a little bit there. I am getting that light inside of you, that spiritual light, that wisdom, that ability to see something in depth is getting so big that if there was another part of the wall, which is usually my metaphor for energies. So, a situation going around you where you just didn't see that perspective before. I feel like you are gaining new knowledge, you're gaining new wisdom, and you're getting to see something that just was there, but you didn't see it before. Clarity on the Hermit. Let's see what you need to know to center everything right now. At the center of all of this energy, the center of you, that midpoint of navigation step you are on. Oh, you have the Hanged One. So the step you are on right now is you might feel like you're hanging on a moment or hanging on a decision. Maybe you're waiting for somebody else to make a decision, but I'm kind of getting that you are having a period of pause with somebody else. And I feel like this is that light going back and forth, because with the Hanged Man, it is where you turn something upside down and you see something that was there in a totally different way than you ever saw it before. But I feel like maybe somebody else is flipping you upside down, helping you see something in a different perspective, but supporting you. Or that's you supporting someone else saying, hey, didn't you ever look at what the world would look like if it was upside down? I just thought of that upside down. It's Pamela Faith, I think. It's really cute. She has the pink hair or the pink umbrella. But I do feel like you are working with someone, supported by someone, but supporting each other. You're doing this beautiful dance. it looks like both people here are really strong, but in different ways. So maybe somebody has a strength around you that is different than you, but when you put those puzzle pieces together, you make something beautiful happen. The Hangman is where you get this spiritual illumination. You get this spiritual insight to see. It's where when you come back around, you know, if you stay upside down like that forever, that blood will start to go to your head and you'll get a little dizzy. You know, decisions will get a little weird. But if you keep that energy moving, you know, don't stay in stagnation or in the dark or in the cave forever. It's all about balance. But when you turn back around, you have different footing. You have a different foundation to work on. You can't unsee what you've learned. Sometimes with the Hangman, it's realizing what you have to let go of to have forward movement. But it's usually something you're letting go of that felt too heavy and was getting you kind of out of balance anyway. So let's see what the energy is that you're moving out of or that helped you move. Clarity for the collective, please and thank you. Ooh, so either, yeah, I mean, I looked at that. So these are our cards because I put that really big and that's such a cool Chariot. So wherever you're going, foundation of this tarot deck is that you're going toward your destiny. Maybe you and somebody else have a destiny together, or it's somebody else you met along this road, because this car is not driving right now. So it was like on a pause that helped you get on the right road, helped you get in the driver's seat, taught you to drive the stick shift. And that could be reversed for some of you. You could have been the one, you know, shining your wise light from past experiences on somebody else's situation to help them get unstuck, to see something in a more spiritual light. But where it started was this offer of love, this offer that you or someone else gave or shared with each other. I saw something recently in a bar napkin. So maybe this is somebody you met at a bar, but this is where it's a chance to fall in love. It's usually the beginning of romantic feelings or the beginning of a situation in your life where you really love doing it. And that can be great inspiration. It's where somebody gets the chance to follow their heart. It does look like, oh, I didn't even look at this. You do have two aces. You do have a beginning, maybe after a pause, or maybe after deep self-reflection. This new beginning is taking you to a huge victory, both in maybe the love department, self-love, but also with something getting grounded, becoming real, an experience you can feel because it's Pentacles. And I feel like this road of victory and destiny is different. It's more divine because of the 7. It's not just like a career path. It feels like you're meant to do it. You're meant to be on this path. And the more you go down that road, the more you feel in control, but in the right way. This could also be where some of you or someone you know figured out how to release control. I'm just getting that there was something maybe odd before. Like usually it's the 2 horses that, you know, could be pulling you different directions, and it's figuring out which energies are helping you move in the right direction. But I'm getting that someone was almost messing with somebody else. Like I see somebody trying to take control of that stick shift, you know, understanding how the car is feeling, where to hug the curve and to, you know, downshift or something like that. And somebody else was like trying to go over and take a hold of the stick shift, which can not drive the car really well. Because if you don't have the clutch down, that's going to be a big old mess. So I am getting that maybe someone who didn't really know how to drive, especially if it has anything to do with your destiny, that you're maybe taking back control, or maybe putting somebody else in the passenger seat that's not so annoying, or driving it on your own, going your own direction. Because if that's a metaphor of energy and anyone else is trying to control where you know you are destined to go, you have to take back that control. You know, maybe cut some strings, or, you know, dump out any cup that maybe was offered in the past but no longer was filling up. It was always like a plug being pulled, or a garden that had too many weeds, or was never really growing lush and vibrant, or stopped. So, wow, I am not exactly sure what I said, but I hope that was helpful. Let's continue. So I am kind of I'm getting the balance today. So we're going to do career and life and a little love. So let's do a career and life first to be helpful for you guys on the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So emotions and love also for some of you. When you get the Ace of Cups, this is where you start to receive or really start to trust spiritual downloads, insight, intuition. It's also where you are focused in a different way on how you emotionally feel, whether that's emotions that are working through you or emotions you have towards a certain situation or someone else. But it's almost like being really in tune with reading the room. So before I pull this, I'm gonna pause you one sec. I'll be right back. We did have the Hangman, so I guess it is appropriate. There is a brief little pause on this reading. So let's go to the career and life oracle and get a little clarity to be helpful for you guys. What is a message on career and life? Overall wisdom to know about. I just heard to dive into. Please and thank you. Innovation. I like this. I'm going to show you that. I looked at it. Wish come true. So there is something coming true for you. There is something coming into fruition in reality. For some of you, it is a beautiful partnership or an offer, a start, a chance. And for some of you, it is a wonderful career path that feels like your destiny, or something that you are working on where it's going to like really be something that you love to do, kind of fulfill your heart. And it might mean that, you know, it gets all those gears a moving, that you are thinking outside of the box. If you have this energy of innovation, this is where you are seeing something in a different perspective than you ever did before. I am getting, for most of you, it is a catalyst of a conversation or a relationship or a dynamic between you and someone else that maybe puts all the puzzle pieces together, or gets something to start moving. You will need to come up with, where are my glasses? A new strategy. So whatever, woo, those are dirty. Do I have another one? I do. So whatever strategy, you know, you were thinking about a long time in the dark, or whatever you weren't seeing on the wall, or whatever you had to look at upside down, backwards, and inside and outside, you are getting to see something in such a different way, and that's the way that's gonna work. That's the way that's gonna get you towards this wish come true. There's something about how you were seeing a situation where it was getting you stuck in the past. You know, it was like old ideas. So I am getting, for some of you, you had to unlearn something that you were taught, or you thought you knew, or you never knew ever because you never had that experience or had that knowledge, that whatever it is. I feel like it's something so different. It's not like you had to unlearn it. You never knew about it. But whatever is coming in, keep your plans like fresh, vibrant, different, flexible. These new strategies are going to get something in motion, get something a moving, get you out of neutral, And it's letting go of old ways, and it's something that feels outdated. It doesn't feel like something you would continue. I'm even getting for some of you like traditions, like something you have always done, and it doesn't feel like it suits you anymore. You want to kind of make your own tradition. It's telling you invent, create, and test different ideas. Something's gonna stick. Something's gonna work. Something's gonna come together so perfectly. Your wish is being granted, and it might not come. I mean, here it's telling you it's gonna come a totally different way than you ever thought before. It's not gonna come even in the way you expect. So release expectations and imagine the best possibilities unfolding however they need to come in, and trust it'll come in the best form possible for your highest and greatest good. No worries. It's going to be exactly what you need. You're going to feel that something is exactly meant for you. Maybe that someone was a, perfect fit. There is a band. I'm looking at this. There's a band called Olive. I think the song's Miracle, but they might have another one. I haven't heard that in a really long time, but I am actually really excited to, I like when the music is what brings the goozies. Can you see it? My lights are a little weird today. I like when I think of things I haven't heard or thought of in a long time, and then I look at the music or listen to those lyrics, and it's something that is appropriately fitting to the messages coming through. So let's continue. I have this repair, evolution, growth. Let's go a little spiritual and do a little evolution in the middle here before we hit some love reading or love cards, love energies, love messages. One, repair, evolution, and growth to be helpful, please, and thank you. Oh, decision in fear. What is this? Control. Maybe somebody has control issues. I do feel like with this wish come true, or how something is going to develop, there definitely has to be some kind of release of control, release where it doesn't belong. The control has to always come back to that internal truth and authenticity inside of you, even the truth in your heart. Let's see what this says. It looks like this person was like, I don't know. It looks like somebody was working on the car, like this card. I just see somebody like working in the car and like getting that oil like all over their face. But I'm getting something that's like oil and water. Like doesn't really blend together or fit like a puzzle. Some decisions and choices that you or someone you know connected to have made are based out of fear and not the heart. This is the heart. This is where the heart is opened and not closed off. The heart center knowledge. Fear is your ego wanting control, wanting to like handle something in what your ego thinks is best, instead of tapping into both your heart and your higher self, into God, into source. Because I'm getting I am getting that Bible verse. God has not given me the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and a sound mind. Fear is your ego wanting control. Your ego is very helpful sometimes. Your ego can be very healthy, but your ego can also get in the way because it thinks it knows what's best. And if there's actually something better, you're closing yourself off to the better. Take a step back. You do have the Hermit and the Hangman. And make a responsive choice rather than a reactive one. That's why you have the Hermit. For some of you, maybe it's handling someone or a situation in your life where you've always react, and maybe that reaction is even out of habit. It could even be a reaction because of things that you've gone through. But when you have that self-reflection, inner awareness of what it is that might be triggering you, that inner awareness is where the change comes. And then you'll be able to see the truth. I did see that writing on the wall you just didn't see before. And the truth of the best choice with a calm and centered manner. So maybe it is out of, maybe that's even somebody else. They sort of always snap. They are scared of losing control over something that they need to feel. I feel like it's artificial control here, honestly. And I don't know who that is. I feel like it's somebody who tries to sort of coordinate everything around so they have the handle on what can happen. But I feel like there's something that is backfiring on whoever that is. And if this is just a simple spiritual message for you and you are trying to control anyone else or even a situation working out, just let it go. Let go, let God, and allow the right thing to come in. Know your wish coming true is being cooked in the oven by God for you right now. But what if you're going in the wrong room because you think it's there and Spirit's trying to point you like, no, it's not in there. It's that way. And you keep wanting to go back in there because you feel in control. That could even be where it's in a comfort zone. And sometimes when you're stuck in that room, that box, that comfort zone, you may or may not, although usually energetically you do, recognize how uncomfortable it actually is until you go to where you're in your destiny, where you feel that freedom, where you see so much growth and stability, where your heart is open and free. You know, where you can see something through this open-hearted, open-minded, many different perspectives of possibilities. And that sometimes you do have to go through a couple hallways to get to the right door. So follow that destiny path here. I know sometimes you hit a bumpy road. Sometimes you have to go over a big mountain, and sometimes you have the clear way and you can put that gear into whatever your gear goes to, six gear, you know, and it is 6, maybe into 7th. You got your spiritual 7th gear here and your stick shift, and you are flying high, free, elevating. I even see your car I just saw this old car getting like, I don't know, like futuristic and actually levitating up and just going over the mountain, like actually seeing the entire landscape. Oh, that gave me goosies. That was such a cool thing to see. Maybe it's, you know, your chariot's going to be flying, but maybe it's also a really nice dichotomy of energy where when you need to get grounded, come on back down to earth and enjoy, you know, the landscape that's right around you. You don't always want to see something from the aerial view, or you're going to kind of miss out. It's like a much better thing to get to see both. So let's go to love. And I'm not sure which one. How about these? I have this mixture of the love and romance. And what's the other one? The whispering heart. They're both very pink. So I put them together. I started combining my decks because I have so many. So let's go to a few little love messages and see what we need to know to be helpful for you guys. This might be your story, it might not. It might be giving you clarity on what somebody else is going through. What would be helpful for the collective to know? Please and thank you. Matters of the heart, romance, relationships, anticipation. This is the antsy energy. It's like beautiful anticipation. It's kind of getting the butterflies. It's getting excited that you know something amazing is going to come in. Maybe somebody is really excited to see you. Maybe you've already made the plans or you're in that planning mode now and you just got to kind of get down that path a little bit further. It's where there's an energy, it feels sweet. It doesn't feel like that annoying anticipation. It's embrace the sweet anticipation of love's arrival. Let me say that again. Embrace the sweet anticipation of love's arrival in your life. It's coming. I hear it's coming in strong. Or maybe I'm getting that it's coming soon. Maybe it's been a long time coming. Someone had to go all the way around a bunch of mountains to find that path. Clarity on anticipation, please and thank you. Ooh, sparks. So, I like this. I just looked at this and I thought of a lightning bug. When I think of the lightning bug, I do think of something that goes off and on, off and on. So maybe something was off and on. Maybe this chemistry came in and then like something happened, but maybe the spark was always there, but I'm kind of getting, didn't really get grounded before. I also think of the lightning bug as having that self-illumination. You know, it's their butt that lights up. So maybe something's lighting up your spiritual butt and getting you moving, or someone else. This is a really nice message though, because it is reminding you, no matter where you are in a relationship, that you have something coming in where you can get this spiritual light, bonfire of passion to remain lit. But it's up to you to put energy into something. It's up to you to, keep opening up this beautiful falling in love kind of energy by trying to go back to what you did when you were falling in love. To keep that light, sparkly. So it's getting to fall in love again by keeping things interesting. Surprise each other. So if this is someone now in your life or this new person coming in, always keep that surprise a-coming. Just when they think they know you, you surprise them with something different. That next page is not what they expected. I am getting that this is a person where the surprises do keep coming back and forth pretty natural though. But I do see that maybe it also has to be a little reminder to keep planning something. Keep the sparks flying and surprise each other with gestures of love. Go on a date, have some drinks, go out for wheatgrass juice shots or whatever your style is. Stay home, go to the movies, take a road trip, rent an amazing old cool car to drive, or one that feels like it's futuristic. Do something different. Why not? Spend the day. It's probably really easy to just rent a car. I just saw a Lamborghini. Hey, maybe some of you just have to you know what, honey? I'm going to pick you up in 25 minutes. As soon as I come home, be prepared for your hair to be blown because I'm bringing a Lamborghini and then we're going to go out for eggs and pancakes. I don't know, something. That would be so fun to just never quite know what to expect, but have those experiences come in. And if this is not with another person, do it for yourself. Invite a friend. Go out with, people that spark your passion, your creativity, your innovation. And if you don't know those people, go follow your joy. Sign up for a class. Or, go someplace where you always wanted to go see I see a really old town or something. And just go solo. I just thought of what is that Miley Cyrus song, Buy Myself Flowers. Just own it. Just go. Who knows who you're going to meet when you get that urge to go see that weird town that you heard of. So, or, who you're going to meet next to you in that painting class. Or maybe you're just going to enjoy yourself flying solo. Because whatever is coming in, it's going to make you feel like you are that flying car. clarity on sparks and anticipation, please, and thank you. I'm so happy that a plane came through. Maybe some of you have to take a pilot's license. It looks like maybe some of you are also going on a boat. Maybe it's a speedboat. So there you go. There's your flying car. That's so fun. You're going to be flying high. This is beautiful. I'm so happy that came through. Feeling infatuated or having an intense affair. So maybe some of you are like, sparking up that passion again. Maybe it starts with getting somebody a little mentally stimulated or physically, whatevs, for future awesomeness to come. This is Starry-Eyed Passion. Isn't that a song? Starry-Eyed Surprise? It's like a really weird band. And at the bottom, you do have this ship moving into smoother waters. Sailing, I just heard free. It's where there's no more waves of interruption. Even if a wave is coming, it's the right wave to catch, to give you the right spiritual push. I feel like the spiritual weather around you is going to be much more serene and calm. And I feel like that goes back to that navigation tool that you have to be able to navigate around any storms or weird waters. Getting rid of upheaval, and it's leaving any drama behind. Quiet times and flowing. You have the Hermit. Maybe some of you had to make the choice to leave any situations where it was just a lot of drama. That can be very stressful and very draining, especially if you don't feel right there. And I feel like for some of you, you might have changed your mindset and yet your vibration so much that it was almost like your own drama that I'm getting for you or someone else. It's almost like making up scenario lands, making up drama that actually doesn't exist, and getting out of that energy and being in the driver's seat, writing your own narrative, taking back control on where it belongs, leaving the rest out there. So let's do one of these beautiful animal cards. This is the big deck, so I might have to grab the book to get the basic message. Clarity, one spirit animal for the collective. Please and thank you. Ooh, you got the tiger. Look at the tiger. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's number 91, tiger. The tiger looks like it has so much power, and yet it's so, I don't want to say delicate. Like, it looks like its facial expression is not to mess with it. But all I want to do when I see that tiger is go up and pet it. I want to pet the tiger. So I don't know, maybe someone looks ferocious from the outside, but they're like soft and lush when they let you get a little closer. Let's see what this says. 91, the tiger is, pursuing your dreams with confidence. Because they're your dreams, because it's your destiny, because you get to see how they unfold. Maybe some of it unfolds exactly how you thought it would, but I feel like when you get your thoughts in super high vibration, it's going to be better. And I need my glasses. Hold on. In the awe-inspiring presence of the majestic tiger, we discover reservoirs of strength, not just one. I just saw somebody with the sticks, the dowsing rods. I feel like even if something was deep under the surface, you are discovering reservoirs or like natural springs of like something that is, I'm getting like nurturing, replenishing you, nourishing to you somehow, where if you thought you wouldn't find the next one, you have the right tool, you have the right like instinct, you have the right spiritual guidance to find that next beautiful well. I just thought of an oasis too. So maybe even if it's a dry desert and you never thought there'd be any water there, you're gonna be the one to discover something. Maybe that's where you discover that thing that no one else, saw. Spirit serves as a profound guide, encouraging us to harness our creativity. The resounding roar of the tiger mirrors our innate power. This is the right kind of power, though. It's not that pushy power. This is inner power, inner strength. I just heard inner stability. But the tiger makes me think of fire, and fire makes me think of passion, and passion makes me think of creativity, keeping those sparks alive. But creativity, if it involves the heart, makes you really want to put your hands on something in reality and experience it. So let's do one more. Let's do two more. I have this. This is that's very appropriate. It's the super attractor. So let's get a super attractor and then a rock star. And I hope this reading was helpful for you guys today. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. I feel so blessed to connect to all of you, and I thank you. Let's get one super attractor. Ooh, what is this? My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. Because you are going to be guided. You're going to be taken care of. This is taking you to a beautiful place where you feel stable and secure and also translucent within your heart space, safe in who you love, what you love to do, and bringing that love back into you. Let's get one more rock star. I'm not sure. I think some weird music came through today. What is a rock star energy to sum this reading up? Please and thank you. You got Van Morrison. It's the same message you have. Where's that one? The anticipation. Let's go back to this, and I'll hold this up. I also want to hold up the wish come true. And I want to hold up the chariot, but I can't. I don't have enough hands. So something in your life that's sweet is coming. It's going to be a beautiful future, full of good, grace, guidance, security, happiness, prosperity, wishes coming true, and it's awaiting you. Time to get in the driver's seat here. Van Morrison, it's a beginning. Beginning of something involving your heart and love, and the beginning of something that you get to experience and bring this energy of wealth, prosperity, abundance in your world. And with this, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me, and I will see you soon. Bye.